Of course you are. Did you even leave, Nancy? There were 4 people waiting until we went live and then they disappeared. What's up, Green Queen? So there's 4 of you now. Maida Montana's gonna be late. She's at yoga. Hey, Becky P. Hello, Martha. Welcome everybody. Monday night, day 69,000 of the pandemic, or certainly it seems like that. How are you 4 folks holding up that have bothered to tune in tonight? Maybe more come. You know what? Let's just wrap this up. We're going to call it a day. We're going to be wrapping this up in a few moments, guys. So I start saying your goodbyes. That's usually a good way to get people to be here. Danny and Wolf are in isolation together. I think they're doing psychedelics and having a lot of sex. Good for them. We haven't heard from Danny in a couple of days, so that's pretty much what I'm guessing. They're just enjoying their own company. So, you know, why not break social distancing laws if you want? I don't care. Anyway, I've been out and about today. Some of you may have seen that, although there's still only 4 people here. So we are going to be wrapping this up. In a little while. We will be ending proceedings shortly, I'm guessing, because there's not many people here. We're just going to be wrapping it up in a few short minutes, maybe at 5 minutes. We're going to keep this to 5 minutes tonight. So already there's another person here. So you know what I'm doing, guys. You know what I'm doing. We're teasing the simulation and the program. I don't know. Anyways, what have you guys been up to today? Anything interesting? Anything exciting? Are you liking the Phoebe's boyfriend thumbnails who are here at the minute? Should we go with something different as of tomorrow? I saw it shot. Sorry, I forgot to turn my phone down. So I do wonder about you, Nancy. Do you really just sit around with your phone in the hand waiting for me to upload something? Because you're always the first to comment, always the first in the chat. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but you like Canada. Thumbnails are good, Green Queen. Well, thank you. It does say we've got 5 now, 5 watching. So in a moment, we are going to be possibly eating something. I didn't eat today. I was out, got a bit of exercise. And I guess walking around, I did build up a little bit of an appetite. Yes, different tomorrow. Yes, I do. So what yes, different tomorrow. What's different tomorrow? You want a different thumbnail tomorrow? Okay. Laura's here, so there we go. 7. We are going to be wrapping this up very shortly, Laurie. We have only just started filming, but we are going to be wrapping it up very, very shortly in the next couple of minutes. So just to let you know, we will be wrapping this up very shortly. And again, 8 people. I like the one you have. Thank you. I just thought a little bit of fun. I don't know, as I say, kind of, if you come to the TSP live each and every day since this pandemic broke out, or certainly since, not necessarily the pandemic broke out, but since I got sent home from work, although we did quite a few live shows. It was only a couple of days I had to go in and into work that we didn't go live, but we've been bringing in a lot of coverage in this pandemic. And Phoebe's boyfriend, he's become a little bit of a point of ridicule for us, in a little bit of a humor breaker, gives us something to laugh at and joke about. So that's why I bring Phoebe's boyfriends to the live show. Thumbnails. Also brought the triggered lady. So I might try and bring some other funny thumbnails to the live shows, other than the kind of bland, I mean, not bland, but my regular thumbnails are just kind of writing, just memes with fonts, nothing special. So 8 folks are here now. Becky P has actually got something interesting to tell us. Maybe she will, maybe she won't. I'm pretty sure she will. But we finally got somebody that knows somebody with COVID, and like close to home, not know somebody that knows somebody who sent a text who did something else on social media and then screenshotted it and then posted it on Twitter, that then got screenshotted again and sent to a friend who then forwarded it to their mum, who their mum showed somebody on the bus that oversaw their shoulder had COVID. Eating caramel salted chocolate. Damn, that sounds good, Laurie. I don't have any chocolate, although I'm pretty sure I got some chocolate in my Russian rations, maybe even in my Portuguese rations. We will get talking to rations very, very shortly. So we will be wrapping things up shortly, folks. If or not we get into the double figures remains to be seen, but we will be wrapping up in a minute or two. And so, wait, do you have to say, Becky? Well, that was it. Becky knows somebody that has the COVID. Is somebody? Is it a sister? Somebody that works with a sister. Stan, his name is. Anyway, wherever, I don't know if Becky P's lurking at the minute. Yes, a nurse practitioner that she works with. Is it her husband or her brother or something like that? I don't know exactly, but I've forgotten. I kind of just found out minutes before we went live. Oh whoa, a nurse, whoa. Yeah, and they're on a ventilator. So that's a little bit interesting. As I said, up until now, we really don't know of anybody who knows somebody that they're very close to or in direct contact with. It's got that. We haven't heard anything. It's all been kind of statistics or celebrities. You know, Tom Hanks, Madonna. No, I don't think Madonna's got it, but Boris Johnson, the UK Prime Minister. This guy is in intensive care with COVID. So I don't know if that's part of the psyop or what. I really, really don't know. But just seems far too many celebrities and people in the public light are being succumbed to this victims, where sort of genuine regular people don't. But I was out and about today, had a little wander around. It's very strange. Also today, earlier, it was beautiful blue skies, and it was like kind of 13-14 degrees, but feeling maybe a little bit warmer, certainly downtown, when you've got the kind of the buildings as protection from the wind. There's a lot of high rises down there, and they kind of sort of lots of glass. It kind of generates and reflects the heat, so it does feel a little bit warmer down there. And there's even a few people out and about in shorts, and even a guy suntanning with his shirt off, although he was homeless. Wasn't that warm. But it was beautiful sunshiny days, and almost as I was getting home, got off the streetcar, the clouds started to come over, and now it's kind of got very not dramatically cold, but it seems a lot colder than it is now. The sun's not out, and it's very dark and grey. We may see in a few minutes, because we'll be going out to see the pan bang, although I don't know if we will or not. It does seem a little bit chilly and miserable. But I do got to get something to eat, and I will be making something live for you on in the show, and eating it live for you on the show. It's not going to be a ration review, although possibly what I might be doing, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, because I am at the stage now where all the groceries that I did pick up a couple of weeks ago, I bought the super stew, some sandwich making stuff. I've finished that. That's all gone now. There's none of my those things are left in the refrigerator. So I really am reliant on my preps now to feed myself for the coming days and future. And that's part and parcel why I didn't really want to start diving into things too early. You know, it is kind of an emergency pantry for emergencies. Just a little bit of a food insurance, but this is it. I'm in a food insurance situation. You know, my money's pretty much dried up from my last wage packet. My groceries that I picked up, I spent $40. It wasn't like a lot of money. I kind of made sure that I got some fresh produce and made myself like a very nutritionally healthy kind of stew that brought me 10, 11 portions, and on top of that sandwiches, and a couple of times in between I did do a ration review or two. But I'm into my pantry now. It is a real kind of emergency situation, I guess, because I don't really have any income coming in. I don't have the luxury of being able to eat at work anymore. So really and truly, I gotta start cracking open the pantry. Video I saw from an apparent doctor said it looks like a high altitude sickness and should be treated like an altitude sickness and not pneumonia. Nancy doesn't know Shah. In fact, pretty much any comment Nancy will make will have Shah and some emojis in it. Me too, Laurie. He said mainstream is what kills people. I agree. I think the mainstream is very much to blame at this in mainstream and social media, I believe, are playing their part to fuck with our minds, Laurie. Green Queen, it's such a mind fuck. It is. This is what psychological operations do, guys. What part of psychological operation don't you fucking understand? Sorry, I was trying to be that kind of, the voice. I'm the voice, try and understand me. We should have listened to that song, actually. That's kind of uplifting. That's how they want us, confused and scared. Exactly, guys. Exactly. That's why we kind of try to come here and be a little bit pandemic free. I mean, we don't ignore the elephant in the room. We do bring some thoughts and opinions on what's going on, but we don't really bring any of the news articles or any of that kind of stuff that we are seeing elsewhere. A lot of people are doing some great groundwork and investigating into things that are going on. We know only too well about Crimson Contagion, Event 201, ID 2020, Agenda 2030. Most of us are thinking this is some kind of scamdemic. Are they blowing it completely out of proportion for the amount of victims, should I say, for want of a better word, that are succumbing to this illness? Is it warranting all this absolute shutdown of the Western world and society, removal of civil liberties? However, if you are an Uber driver or work for Skip the Dishes, you can go out and about freely and handle all sorts of items from food to groceries and pass these from house to house and drive all over the city. That's not going to do anything. That's just an essential service, so that's not going to do anything to contribute it. But everybody else, we've all got to stay at home. Martha is cooking supper while I listen. That's good. I have bouts of super irritation. Me too, Laurie. I do get a little bit irritated, and it is kind of hard looking sometimes at the nonsense that is being spread around, and it is certainly disturbing to see just the level of brainwashing and mind control that is at play, and the propaganda is working. It's got people calling out for more imprisonment, calling out to arrest and remove their friends and neighbors for maybe walking a dog or spending 2 minutes longer than they should do outside, and many people have been imprisoned through this. This is prison in the United Kingdom. You're only allowed out 1 hour a day, just like being in the slammer, guys. 1 hour, yard time, line up, alphabetical order, yard time. Come out and make sure you applaud when you're outside on your yard time. Make sure you applaud. So I did find out that the pot and pan bang here is, who was it? Was it Laurie? No, I can't remember. Ribbit, I think it was Ribbit. She found a little group, the Friends of Ronsonville's Avenue, little Facebook group here for people in and around my neighborhood, I guess, to post relevant stuff. But there was somebody in there that posted, I think a street over, some of them banging their pots and pans. But it turns out it is for the healthcare workers here at the St. Joseph Hospital that is very, very, very close by. So I guess they're doing it so that the people at the hospital can hear. But again, I went by there today. Something very interesting, actually, I did capture, although I didn't kind of point the camera to make too much attention like I was filming it. But looked like a car pulled up, a doctor or an orderly or somebody come out with a mask. He had like the badges on around his neck for his credentials, and looked like he was wearing scrubs and those rubber things they put over their shoes, foot protectors. But it looked like they were doing curbside, not necessarily testing, but curbside drop-offs. The car was pulled up at the side. Somebody got out, and his doctor kind of escorted the lady in. And on my way back from my walkabout, I also went past the hospital because it's just around the corner. And literally on my way back home from the streetcar stop, I took a different streetcar route route today than I normally do. And there was, again, the security guard that I called in the video the other day that told me I couldn't film, so that's why I didn't really go in and around that into the grounds on my way home. But there's definitely a security guard outside. Some other things that I did see, the Loblaws, there's a big Loblaws grocery store on Queen Street West that had security outside and a lineup of people in masks. Yeah, it's died of COVID, Nancy, sadly. It's on YouTube, about 30 minutes, watch it. Dr. Shiva, microbes. Makes much sense. If you're in the Discord, Green Queen, post a link, guys, that's what it's for, the Discord. Share any sort of irrelevant pieces of information that you want to share there. Also the Clubhouse on Facebook. So yeah, and also something I noticed that last week when I uploaded my hashtag film your hospitals, within a very, very short while, that video got almost to 100 views in less than an hour, which is quite remarkable for videos on my channel, and it's currently on 600 plus views. But the ones I've put up today only got a handful, not even 20 views, I don't think. Hey Cali Ninja, glad to see you. So if or not the YouTube algorithm has been put up to make sure that people don't see the Film Your Hospital videos, because they are painting quite a different picture to what they are telling us on mainstream, that we're going to be overwhelming. I was actually going to do a little humorous video and kind of stand outside the hospital and point the hospital there, and you could clearly see that there was nothing going on, but kind of lying. I said, oh, it's horrible scenes you can see over there, that they're just burning piles of bodies. In some of those bodies, they're not even dead. Some of them are still alive, but they're so contaminated with the COVID that they're just burning them to be safe. And what's even more disturbing is there are doctors and nurses jumping out of the windows on the higher level of the hospital because they just are so overwhelmed and possibly contaminated. Also, they can't treat patients if they're contaminated, so they're doing the righteous thing and jumping down. There are machine guns posted on the entrances to stop people coming in, and the constant crackle of machine gun fire can be heard, is sirens wailing. It's like a tsunami of patients trying to get through the emergency ward. I'm not sure if anyone's even paying attention. Everyone's still saying hello. So we've only got 8 folks now. 8 folks. So we will be wrapping this up very, very shortly, guys. And we might even wrap it up after the pan bang, to be honest. Oh, but that was right. I was going to eat for you. So we might be only doing a very little show tonight. That's actually not a joke. I did put a few videos up for you earlier to watch if you're interested in looking for something. I've seen videos of nurses dancing around in their hospital. Interesting. That would be something I'd like to see. I might even screen record that stuff. Well, hello, little Anika. Welcome to you. See, it never fails. Whenever we say we're going to come off, one of them gets triggered. Maybe have some kind of... yeah, put it in the Discord, because we don't want people going and clicking on that and watching that. I've only got 8 of you here as it is. But yeah, thanks for the link. Put it definitely in the Discord. I'm so glad to have you with us, you little Anika. We haven't seen you for a while, although you were watching. Oh my God, Anika, did you have a little bit of a Nancy moment? And by that, you were watching like a live show from the day before, but thought it was live at the time that you were watching it, when it wasn't, and you were watching a different live show than the actual live show that was on yesterday, thinking that was live. That's what I'm kind of gathering from your comments. Nancy, Anika knew it. We got a bit of buffer in there, so maybe we shouldn't have talked about the algorithm blocking the hospital. I don't know why I'm having so much fun with the bubble, the ship off air. I kind of somehow put it around my wrist. So explain, was that what was going on? There are the furry turds. Oh yes, I did. Yeah, and I even said, hey, we're live, and you still didn't figure it out. Smelling marijuana. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to ration myself a little bit today. Another reason why I kind of went out, got some exercise. So will we finally get to 10 viewers tonight, or really and truly, we kind of jumped the shark a week or two ago with nightly TSP. Maybe it's more fun when we only get together once or twice a week. We probably have more things to say and talk about. Sometimes do stretch it a little bit each and every night. Why we might do a little bit. Thank you, Green Queen. Might keep it a little bit short tonight, but I do want to eat something, and I was going to eat with you because I do know Becky P likes that, and there might be some burps involved. I'll get around to that. But in terms of, I don't want to get started into too many topics just this stage, this time, because it is only a few minutes away from the pan bang. So I don't know if you guys are going to get your pans ready and bang along with the Roncy neighborhood pan bang tonight, or Sha, lol, you did too. You can smell, you smell all the way from Canada. Laurie's smelling marijuana. All of a sudden, a weird whistling's come in my eye. And something else very strange I found the other day. I got like a funny zit on my neck, but it's very, very painful, almost like it might be a bite. Hubby, look, Laurie's husband's puffing on his joint. So, Anika, where's Almal? What's she up to? Should we bring Rubber Almal out for a couple of seconds? No, let's not bring Rubber Almal out just yet. We've had enough Rubber Almal, I think. So it does say that Green Queen posted in the Discord. Also strange yesterday that Aztec was a little bit busy in the Discord only moments before we went live, and then we didn't see him in the live. So we've had maybe a few guys, they like to pick and choose when they show up, no obligation to show up each and every night. That's kind of what I'm saying. Is it worth keep going every night? Should we maybe like every other night or something? Just give us a day's break for each other, or maybe give us something more to say. Or are you guys enjoying meeting up each and every day? Is this something that you're enjoying more than the regular format of the kind of Tuesday, once a week Tuesday live show, and then maybe a couple of videos in between uploaded to you? I mean, it's not always going to, well, I hope it's not always going to be like this. As much as I don't really like working, I do need to go back to work at some point, as many of you do, I'm sure. And the longer this goes on, the harder it is gonna be. As I said, I'm down to my last $10-15 Canadian. I do got the Booker Bucks, which is 25 US, which I think will give me around $30 if I really, really, really get desperate. I don't want to kind of spend that because it's a nice little souvenir and memento kind of thing. But if worst comes to the worst, then money is money, right? I do got to try and figure a way out and find a friend perhaps in Toronto that would be willing to help me out. If I transfer the PayPal account money to them, then they can maybe draw out of an ATM and give me cash so I can do a little bit of topping up on essentials. But really and truly, in terms of food, I don't have any immediate requirements. I got quite a lot of food, and possibly will be breaking open a case of the out-of-date MREs, and I might even bring a live out-of-date MRE review each and every night if we do keep going every night, if you're not sick and deaf of it yet. But each and every night we can do a live out-of-date MRE review for you as part of our nightly content and part of my daily eating habits. I do need to eat. I have something cool to send you, Thrifty. Thank you, Annie. I still feel terribly, terribly bad, darling, because you sent me that super cool little camera, like the little knockoff GoPro camera. It was really, really cool, but I just don't have a computer or a laptop or a little notebook or something that I can plug it in to use. It does have a space for a USB, not a USB, an SD card, so I could possibly record on an SD card and then put it in an older phone that has an SD card slot and upload it. Heidi's excited at the prospect of live MRE rations. We might do a little bit of rat fucking in a video. And those of you who don't know what rat fucking is, that is a term that the military use. Actually, Smitty, my fellow Canadian reviewer, and also CT, also the Northern Ration Reviewer crew, he told me that that's what the army call rat fucking, is ration fucking. Basically, what they do is they kind of open them up, their soldiers, and they get rid of all the shit that they don't need in them. Some of the cardboard casing, and a lot of the MRE is air. There's air in the bag, so once they take it apart and pack it down into what they need, that is what is called rat fucking. So that's something I might do with a case of the out-of-date MREs that are going to be my suppers for the next coming weeks, I think. We're going to do that before we start breaking into the canned items. Yes, they compressed them. And there she is, Ribbit. We got our 10 subscribers almost in time. So it's 26 minutes past 7 where I am in Toronto, Canada, the province of Ontario. Some of you may live vicariously here through some of my walkabout videos. I know little Nancy, bless her, she was watching one earlier and she said it feels like I'm living in Canada, or I visited dang, I wish I was going to Mars. Well, actually no, you know what, you lost me. I read catfish, baked potatoes and salad, and then the salad's like, yeah, I'll just go hungry, thanks. It sounds delicious. I'm just teasing, me and my salad dislike, hopefully. Did Judy Bell just show up? When did Judy Bell arrive? Judy Bell, did you sneak in? I saw somebody say Judy. If you're here, Judy, welcome, darling. Welcome. Hope you're feeling good. I haven't heard much of you today. Marta sounds good. It does. It's a catfish. I do like catfish. And they used to have it at the They don't have it at the Popeyes here. I had to rat fuck my car. I had a bug out bag and supplies in it. Car totaled. Have all kinds of. Oh, that was a car you wrecked the other day, right? I have all kinds of things went through. At least I have things more organized. Well, that's good. Oh, you're wondering where Judy is. Okay, all right. I don't know, as I say, there is no real kind of obligation or requirement for anyone to be here and be watching. We just kind of do this. It does give me a little bit of something to do each day, almost a sense of purpose, and does give me a little bit of social interaction, chatting to you a little bit. Yeah, my life beamer. I'm sorry, my little beamer. Oh, I love. Oh, you like the frog's legs? I'm not really that much of a fan of seafood, to be honest. Salmon and stuff. Tuna, not so much. Definitely not like the canned stuff anyway, although I have eaten like salmon steaks and salmon and tuna steaks before. They're not too bad. But fried shrimp isn't too good. I got another YouTube channel said that he can't get to his fishing spot because the city blocked. That was something interesting. I actually wish I kind of got off the streetcar and went in pointed out there a park I passed, forget what it's called now, pretty big park actually, on my way downtown. The gates were locked up and they had signs on there due to COVID, the park is closed, but there were people in the park. There's no like fences to prevent, and you can kind of like walk across the grass, but there is a big gate that kind of usually is open up. But that was all closed and shut up and said you couldn't go in. But there were people out and about riding the bikes and stuff. So again, this is another little thing. People saying it's not a vacation, stay the fuck home. Why don't you understand? But we're allowed to get some exercise. We're allowed to get out and about. People seem to have a lot more masks on and gloves. I should have probably put one on, not necessarily because I buy into it, but just kind of avoids any kind of unwarranted detection. There was actually an individual who was like, don't film me. That was that. So it sounds good. Well, you never leave, Nancy. It doesn't matter what we do. You're always going to be there. I'm pretty sure when they may lay me down to rest in my coffin, you're going to be in the bottom. Hey, Shah, I'm here. Because you're going to live to 107, remember. So it is 7:29. He fishes to help feed his family, so that's a little bit unfortunate about that they're shutting down parks and things like that. I think that's going to be the deal here in Toronto soon, that they I think it is actually now you can be fined or even maybe imprisoned. I'm not sure if that's right, but $500 to $7,500. I can hear the pots. I can hear the pots. They're banging, they're banging, they're banging. Roger's grabbing his upstairs. I can hear him.
It's clanging back.
I know, I can hear. Hang on. I've got to put shoes on and stuff. Alrighty, guys, hold on. Here we go. I'm in the dark today. Oh, cars are beeping their horns. Hello? Roger, where did the can go? Never mind. Let's have a little looky look. Where's the guy with the drum today? Oh, I can hear someone drumming. What I'm talking about. Look how grey and miserable it is. Is that a dog or a gorilla or something? Alrighty, well that was the pan bang for today, guys. Maybe it was the dog that was barking I heard, but you can see there, look, very, very miserable and grey. A couple of people still banging their pans in the distance over there, but let's get back in. Look, there's my smoking pot. Sometimes I miss. There was the hand sanitizer. Look, that toilet roll, that might be worth a fortune soon. But that was this hand sanitizer space heater I made. I don't know where my other coffee pot went. It was outside that I used to bang. So anyway, guys, there we go. A little bit of a tradition. We do go and see the pan bang. And as you can see, I'm a little bit dark down here in the basement today. Who else is here? We've got 11 folks. It did say 12 a second ago. No clean fish, lol, bang, bang. Who's got clean fish? Oh, the guy from the hubby's work got notice of Canadian military, get ready. Just got the call for real. Hubby does not the schedule, so he has to take him off of it. So what's that? The military are going into deployment or something? I like dark. Yeah, I do. I see a red door and I like to paint it black. Look who's back. Shawnee's back. Shawnee's back. She's here. Good to see you, Shawnee, one of our newer acquisitions to the Thrift Fam Clubhouse. Okay, guys, so now the pan bang is out of the way. I'm going to put the kettle on and it's time for supper. Right, kettle is on. Yes, he's being deployed, not sure where. Smash the like button. Go ahead. Do as Martha says. Smash the like button. 11 people, 5 thumbs up. How lazy are you people? You don't have to hit the thumbs up if you don't want to. It's okay. I usually will get at least 1 thumbs down a video, and we always lose a subscriber every other day. And again, the 1961 number will not be Ghost 1962, 61, 62, 61. That's kind of like what I believe is the restriction number on the algorithm. Smashed it. Good for you. Well, Shawnee, we did promise you. You have been back for a little while. There you go. you've got your wench, darling. I think you've been to at least 5 shows now, so you're in the crew. A couple of the other newbies that we did have haven't been back for a while, but it is supper time for me. I haven't eaten all day, and I've actually been trying to eat a little bit less and less each and every day, if possible. That way I can, sometimes working in the kitchen, I got food on hand everywhere. 8 hours a day, I eat something here, eat something there, always eating. So I'm kind of getting used to having maybe a a little less in terms of food consumption through the day. So what I'm going to do, I've still got one of the hot and spicy noodles. You remember me, Tenzin, Jessica, and even Carrie come and tried these at work. Trip, it is wrapped up. It will get sent out to Trip whenever I get a chance and some funds to do so. So we're going to be having that for my supper, but you can see there's something behind.
There's ambulances here.
Oh my goodness, there's ambulances.
Yeah, and they're not here they have up sirens on, dude.
Oh,
and there's 2 of them. That's not good, man. That's not good.
No, I think they're coming to do, look, they've just come to join in the pan bang. So again, if that is all that we're here, frivolously using taxpayers' money, sirens. Distance, Frank, stay there. I was just saying that the overwhelmed health services, they managed to give us a couple of ambulances for the pot and pan bang. Yeah, someone moved my coffee pot, but that's nice that the ambulances are out. I'm in the middle of a live show right now, Frank, unfortunately, in the ambulance room. Yeah, but we're led to believe that they're overwhelmed, can't cope with the amount of people with the virus. And who knows, for recreational purposes. Let's the garbage can. So there you go. Anyway, I'm got excitement for you guys. The ambulances and the paramedics come out to and so hopefully maybe that's where they come in, drag somebody off. Alrighty, so the kettle has boiled. Say we hit. Yeah, no, I think that is the hospital is really just around the corner. We were saying just before it started banging it, that was what it was for the health workers. Well, then we've done some good purpose. The purpose of tonight's show is giving Shawnee the best thing to happen to her today. Does it say 14 people are watching now? It does. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so I've got this rice and ramen combo from Korea. As I said, you have seen me and the girls at work review them, and I will be sending one out to Trip. Or are they out? Yeah, maybe they are out to check to see who's not banging. Well, hello there, Jeremiah Bray from California. Where in California? I used to reside in California for almost 4 years. Yeah, so you a wench wrench. You're now officially a wench wrench, Shawnee. And as I said, very glad that was the best thing to happen to you today. So we've got some beef jerky, and you may have seen a couple of weeks ago in one of the live shows, I did a live prison style recipe, although we did boil the water. Plumas County outside of Reno. Okay, cool. Well, welcome, Jeremiah. Glad that you managed to find us this evening. Are you a long time watcher, first time joiner, or did you just find us by accident tonight? Either way, it's all cool. But yeah, a couple of weeks ago I did a prison style ramen recipe live on air for you all, and I showed you that I rehydrated jerky, and a few of you, Becky Pamplin indeed, was like, whoa, you can hydrate jerky. I can still hear pans in pots being banged over there. So, I'm not being too critical. It was nice of those ambulance guys to come. You can still hear them wailing a little bit here. They did show up for the pot and pan bang. So that was pretty cool, I guess. We got to saw the fire engine, not the fire engines, the paramedics and sirens. Yeah, they're still there.
Yeah, the question is, they take somebody?
No, they just come to flash the lights. Let's go and see just in case. Come on, let's go and see that we can get back to the.
They were just doing a roundabout to get some applause?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think so. Are they gone? Yeah, they've gone now, look. Okay, so I thought I heard music. Someone put some loud music on. Maybe we should do that tomorrow.
Dude, I was concerned we had our first coronavirus case in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a little bit concerning. It could be concerning in that respect, indeed, Roger. So that was Roger. He was worried that we had a victim in the street. I mean, that would have probably been a little bit of sensational footage to have caught. That might have even been my go viral moment. Maybe not. But anyway, north of me, ambulance interfered with the feed. Possibly. It might be because I moved around. Sometimes the Wi-Fi signal. So we've got this. I'm going to probably try and save this bag as a souvenir because the girls tossed the other one out. So it's nothing you haven't seen before. So you get some green stuff and you get some sauce, which is very, very spicy. There might be some hiccups involved. So I don't know if you can see inside there. Just a small portion of ramen and some freeze-dried rice. And what looks to be little pieces of chicken, maybe? I'm not sure. Looks like there's some little stuff in there, little pieces of soy, perhaps. CNA is south of Jeremiah, so that's good. Maybe a little TSP connection. People can get in touch, you know, have little local meetups and stuff if you want to. That's entirely up to you and your own thing. If I disappear real quick, it's because I'm expecting 2 calls sometimes tonight. Again, Shawnee, we understand people do have lives outside, so I'm not going to put the silica gel thing in there. And people have things going on, other people to see and speak to, so, you know, you're under no obligations to do nothing. The wrench really is just a little bit of a kind of, you know, badge of merit, I guess. You've been here long enough. Part of the furniture kind of thing. So there you go. So we don't really kind of moderate ourselves. We don't remove comments or block anyone unless they're, you know, genuine trolls or genuinely being unkind to people. We're pretty laid back and chilled here. So anyway, what I'm going to do with this now is toss it in with the ramen and the rice. And there is a fill line. I don't know if you can see there. And you can kind of see what's happened. Alrighty, let me go get the water. Oh, that smells good already. So that is to the fill line. And this bag is amazing because it has a gusset and it's kind of insulated to help stuff cook. So you can see what we've done there. Filled it to the fill line. And that's supper, guys. So all we do now is seal that up and that's cooking. When it's ready, we'll add the rest of our ingredients. Now we could save this bag, but I've got far too many of them at the minute, and I've actually dumped all the ones that I threw the ones that had my super stew away. I lost the video, still puffering. Sorry about that. Is anyone else puffering, or is it just you, Green Queen? I had lo mein noodles. It was good. Nice. When was that, Nancy? Today or recently? Or some time ago, back in the 60s maybe? Found a marijuana seed. Don't know if you can see it. There is a marijuana seed there. I did have a few that I saved, but I forgot where I put them. That might even be one of them. They come back around. Off and on puffering there. Interesting if that's anything to do with algorithms, artificial intelligence or such forth. A gusset. Oh my god. Well, a gusset is what... Actually, let me find... I got another one. This is a little similar Mylar bag. This one happened to come with marijuana edibles in them, 400 megagrams of THC, raspberry reserve. It tastes like Jello made from bong water. But the gusset, Green Queen. Hang on a second. that's the gusset there. The gusset is what pops open so that you can stand them up. And if you also look at the gusset, it's kind of the shape of a coochie. Looks a little bit like a vagina, especially the see-through ones. You can see right the way through. So that's why we used to, like, sometimes in England we would refer to vagina as gusset. I'm gonna go and gobble a gusset, perhaps. Gusset gobbler. But anyway, Jeremiah laughed at the gusset joke, so that's the good. So, Green Queen, do you know bong water and vagina bags? Yeah, so the bong water marijuana edible, it wasn't made. That's what it tastes like. I don't know if it was made from, but if you've ever drunk or tasted bong water, I don't know, Jeremiah, if that's something in your life that's happened at some point. No judgments here, but that's what it tastes like. If you took the water from a bong and then you kind of mixed jello into it and made little shapes, gummy shapes out of the jello, that's what it would taste like. Bong water jello, bong water jello. Is that like the peanut butter jelly? Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly. I know how to party it, and all we need to know. So yeah, that is what a gusset is, Green Queen. So that has served our educational part of tonight's show. We've taught Green Queen what a gusset is, and our good deed for the day was making Shauna's day by giving her her wrench. She earned her wrench today. So welcome to the Wench Wrench crew. But that doesn't mean you're like sort of part of the goose stepping SS TSP Gestapo that you have to go rounding people up who don't press the like button or smash the like or say things we don't like. None of stuff like that. You just it's just a little kind of Alcoholics Anonymous type 30-day badge. So yeah, 13 of you at the minute. So that is still thank you. So we are just great all around. We are great all around. Sounds like someone's breaking glasses outside. Maybe the COVID's got so desperate for somebody that they've attacked Roger for his spliff. Should we go and check? No, I think he's all right. We would hear him crying for help. I think it is just the neighbours dumping. They seem to get loaded each and every day, which is probably not a bad way to get through this, I guess. He's not screaming, Becky, so I don't think it is. I really do think it was just somebody dumping some bottles in the recycling. But this is very, very warm. What I was going to do is, like, it has the little tear line there. I don't know if you can see. I can bring it closer. It says tear line, and that is designed to pour out the excess water. But if you kind of leave the water in there, mix the sauce in that, and it kind of is going to become a little bit like a broth in a soup. So I'm going to do that. I'm not going to drain the water. I'm going to make it as a soup. I'm going to have to get a spoon to help me out. Green Queen. Okay, guys. I think I'm having internet issues. I'm going to restart everything. Okay, then that was a terrible Scottish accent, and someone left a comment the other day saying that my southern accent needed some practice. I was very upset because I thought I sounded like a native Louisianan. Is that what you call people from Louisiana? Becky? Not Becky, Nancy. See, I've known Becky for months, and I got her confused with Nancy. And I nearly forgot Nancy's name. How could anyone forget Nancy? She's like the shadow from Peter Pan. If I'm not back in time to join you again, have a lovely night. We don't know how long we're going to go on for. We have managed to get up to 14 folks, so that's pretty good, although we might wrap things up shortly. No, I think there's a difference between Cajuns. Oh my goodness, I was going to show you something. I don't know if I showed you it. Did I show you this? I told you I used to have a girlfriend from Louisiana. Look, well, I've got a T-shirt. It says New Orleans. It's got a scary picture on there. But what? Look, can you see what it says there? Coon ass beer. What's coon ass beer? 15 folk now. Buffering lots. It doesn't seem to be buffering my end though, because normally, I watch you on this screen. Here, right? And that's how I read your comments. And usually if I get buffer, if I think it's buffering, it buffers here, so I'm not getting any buffers. That's what I'm saying, Ribbit. Cajuns, like, not all people from, like, it's not like all Londoners are Cockneys. Cockneys, there are 5 churches in and around London, or in a part of, I can't even remember them all. And there's a song, Oranges and Lemons, say the bells of St. Clements. When will you pay me, say the bells. And that's the song. It's a tune to the bells. Ding dong, when the bells ring on the churches, and they are known as the Bow Bells. And there are 5 churches around this neighborhood. And if you are born within the sound of those bow bells, only then can you be called a true Cockney. So I'm guessing that might be the same with Cajuns. But yeah, that's my French Quarter voodoo t-shirt look that my ex-girlfriend from Louisiana brought me. Grace by Faith, just saw your video on the hospital. Thanks for truth. Buffering like mad. Well, guys, I really don't know why it is buffering for you guys. It's not buffering for me at all. I don't know if I should restart this or not, or if maybe you guys come out and come back in. Spicy whites, but maybe I should have worn my New Orleans t-shirt in respect for our little favorite Cajun, Nancy. So thank you, Grace, for watching my video and joining us here tonight live. We're not your kind of conventional prepper style truth channel. We do kind of try in these live feeds, rather than talk about it and add to the fear and maybe brings information that might not be accurate or just adds to the further fear. We're trying to be a little bit sort of, a distraction from this, somewhere where you come hang out to get away from all the social media posts about COVID or all the things you're seeing on the news and TV about COVID. We kind of come here and just kick it and hang out tonight. Each and every night we go live. Since I've been out of work, we go live each and every night. And it's a little bit like a support group, and maybe a little place where guys of a similar like-minded mindset can come together and kind of just get away from it. Do you know what I mean? So welcome, glad you're here. It's probably my ISP. They've been slow. You're welcome, happy to join. And we're always very glad to find new people, and certainly glad that people are finding me through some of my videos that I put out. I've over puffered when you went outside, so all okay. I have noticed something, that when I have been uploading my videos recently on YouTube, it does seem to be taking a little bit longer than normal, especially the processing part of the upload, because first of all it uploads the video and then it processes, and this is where they would put the like subtitles and stuff in, closed captions and that. So Grace by Faith, where in the world are you, my darling? Pray tell. I'm guessing you might be in North American. Yeah, the place to distress. So we do sometimes bring thoughts and opinions about what's going on, but for most part we kind of laugh and joke if we can, and make fun of each other a little bit if possible, as well as, having some thoughts and opinions. But right now it's my supper time, so this is something I picked up a little while ago. Extremely spicy noodle, although the noodles themselves aren't spicy, it's the sauce that you put on them. That is so hot. That is like a nice hot water bottle. It's so very cozy. I might put it on my belly. Oh, that does feel good. So I think that should be cooked by now. Actually, it's soaked up all the water. Not all of it, there's a little bit in there. What did I get? Chopsticks. I got some chopsticks here. So we don't got a spoon to mix everything up a little bit. So there you can see, there's the beef jerky. Rehydrated beef jerky. So look, you can see what it looks like then. There's a piece of beef jerky that was rehydrated. Just looks like a regular, it's going to be a little bit chewy. It's not going to be like very slow cooked. So what we're going to add now is the very, very spicy sauce. And as I said, it was probably a little bit more enjoyable with the girls from work doing this here, but this is my supper. This is stuff that I bought. It is food for emergency purposes. Here we are in emergency. I'm out of work. pretty much down to my last $10. I'm relying on living off of my pantry from the here on out. Now, I did say sort of pretty much on the first day that I got sent home that I would be practicing while I preach. But up until now, I've tried to stay away from diving into the pantry too much or breaking open MREs that were kind of bought for emergency purposes, not for review purposes, as much as possible, because you know, you might want to make it last long as you possibly can, if you see what I'm saying. So that's why I didn't want to dive in. That's why I've kind of tried to get used to eating a little bit less, so I'm not going to be depending on so much each and every day if this is going to be a prolonged period of time that we are going to be out of work and unable to do the regular things normal. And unfortunately, my situation here in Canada, I wouldn't be able to get any help or unemployment from the government in my situation. So this is kind of seaweed, I think. It goes in there. So I've got rice, I've got ramen, I've got the protein in the beef jerky that is now rehydrated. I could also throw in, maybe if I wanted to, I was almost thinking of doing it for extra protein, throwing in one of my spicy meat sticks. What's going on there? What's going on where? In my bag or somewhere in Sacramento? Still only 95. And what's that, Ninja Prepper? You've only a Ninja Adventurer. You still got 95 subscribers. Is that what you're talking about? I'm in Pennsylvania, but from Calif. I was lucky to escape before it went completely mental. You know, I also was a resident of California for a while. So we've got a few from Cali in, as well as our little Texan connection. We do seem to have a few Californians and a few Texans in the Thrift Fam. Yes, only 95 subs. Guys, you know the drill. We've got 10 people here. If you haven't subscribed to California Ninja Adventurer, go and subscribe to his channel now. Also, a couple of you newbies that may be here, Disabled and Prepping, she's got a channel out there giving you some great prepping information. She's part of the Thrift Fam community, and she does some good videos as well. She's a few short of 1,000 subscribers, so go share the love, go and help these people out. These are guys that have good information. These are real, genuine folks that have got no agendas. They got nothing to gain from making their videos. They're just bringing you honest opinions and honest information, and that's kind of what we try and keep it here at the thrift store, honest and real as much as we can. In a little bit why we're not kind of going into too many reviews, and again, you know, going down round rabbit holes can kind of add to the depression in an already depressing, stressful period of time, you know. So I'm going to mix everything up there in the bag. Soup, juice, everything is going in. That smells good. I just got a smell of the aroma and the aromatics. So there you can see everything is mixed up. I'm going to bring that off air and eat it, because eating over the camera is going to be a little bit of a difficult. So I subbed last night to make it 95. Yeah, and this is a thing, CN Cali Ninja. I was going to call you CNA, but you're Cali Ninja. So you can see there's a little bit of the broth at the bottom there. I'm going to take a... Wow. Oh my god, that is amazing. Spicy as fuck, but the flavor, I would love to have nothing but like a fucking case of these, although it's a little bit expensive. But Cali Ninja, a little bit like my walkabout videos, people are stuck in. And you know, we also have our Heidi. She's disabled. She can't get out much. We've got a couple of disabled viewers who can't get out much, who really, really do enjoy watching the walkabout videos, because it's okay. We are puffering now. Are we back? Are we back? But they enjoy watching those videos because it gives them a chance to escape, maybe visit places they will never ever come to, you know, be able to go otherwise. So let's get a little bit of a... Wow. Somehow I dropped something. And that jerky hasn't softened up completely. If you boiled it in a water for a little while, it would eventually soften up a little bit. So end times is here. Good. So this is my supper time. So where's baby P? Get ready, we might have some burps. So sometimes we burp Grace and Jeremiah. Certainly in my ration review videos, there are a lot of burps in those. So I'm gonna eat and try and talk in between mouthfuls. So what else you got? Baby's here. Okay, so Cali Ninja's at 98. Come on, guys, let's get him. Let's try and get him over the 100 mark. But people might enjoy watching your hiking videos. They're pretty relaxed, and I've watched a few myself. Good job, Ribbit. Subbed on an alternative name. And Grace is getting involved with the smiley emojis. Whoa, that is spicy but amazingly good. It's probably one of the best ramen sauces I've ever tasted, guys, to be honest with you. $16, folks. No. Sorry, guys. Maybe. That was little Tenzin. She said her ass was going to suffer the next day. Remember when we did the the one that was 2 times spicier than this one? And this one's spicy, like habanero, like spice. I'm trying to get to the rice at the bottom. And that with the beef jerky, that's very good. Even the seaweed's pretty good. Sorry about this, guys. So I don't know how to do another name. I see. Okay, you have to make another account, Nancy, and get another email account. I'm yet to see. Is that one of your recent ones with the cows? And I seen you had a little bit of trouble with your drone, California, Cali Ninja. So it wasn't responding to its GPS. Sorry, guys. People actually, millions of people watch videos of mostly Asian girls eating noodles, and that's what Tenzin wants to do. She wants a YouTube channel making mukbangs. She actually has got some good ramen game. She does eat a lot of noodles. She almost loves them as much as me, maybe even more. And I want to try and get her involved a little bit if and when this all blows over as like a special ramen co-host reviewer. Supposedly it is. I do used to like the crispy seaweed when you go to the Chinese restaurant. So please excuse the slurping, but maybe put your headphones in, see if you get the ASMR tingles. Oh, you know when you get that spice in the back of your throat? That's what happened there. But that is good. And chili actually does contain an awful lot of vitamin C. And it's kind of like one of those antiseptic type foods. It kind of cleanses. Shawnee is number 100. We did it, CNA. We got you to your 100 subscribers. Yeah, you listen, you don't. Some of them you have to watch the risk review. Occasionally I do. It is kind of nice nice to relax sometimes and unwind. Sometimes if there's a lot on your mind, it will kind of blank that shit out for a little while. I've dropped a noodle in my lap. And it's kind of getting hotter towards the bottom. So there we go. We've done lots of good things today. We taught Green Queen what a gus it was. We made Shauna's day by giving her a wrench. And we got California Ninja Prepper to 100 subscribers. Awesome. Good job, guys. And congratulations, Cali Ninja. Because you were one of the first people that come from the Thrift Fam to start your own shit video production YouTube channel of your own. Although you've got drones and stuff, so that's not shit video production. But awesome, brother. Glad we got you to 100. Now, if we could just get my channel over to 2,000, because I don't think it's ever going to get over there. Your son's just about to, like, right now. So look at that. Oops. Delicious. Here she is. Princess Judy. Welcome, darling. It's not the same without Judy Bell. Glad to have you here. I'm just having some supper, Judy. One of the spicy ramens. But I threw some beef jerky in there. And a soup. I think I need to get rid of some of the juice. That's why it's difficult. That's such a good, that broth. My God, guys. I almost don't want to finish it because then it's gone. So how have you been today, Judy Bow? What's going on in your neck of the woods? So I guess we've had a good time now. It's even gone over an hour, I just noticed. We've had a pretty good show as it goes. Made somebody's day. Got Cali Ninja to 100. Taught Green Queen. We saw the ambulances arrive for the pan bang. God, my lips. You know when you eat spicy food and I love that feeling. It's actually like very addicting. Chili. It actually does stimulate parts of the body. Parts of the brain rather, that narcotics do. And wow, oh my God, I love that burning sensation on my lips. It's amazing. I almost wish I could kiss all of your ladies' coochie just so you could see how hot and spicy this was and then watch you dance around. Oh my God, my husband is home. I've heard that before. Judy Bell. Never out of your lips though. 17 people. Is that like, did you just arrive home unannounced, or is it, oh my God, he's home, he's here now, he has never left, he's driving me back? Run, Judy, run. I wish I could. Maybe take a page out of Carol Baskin's book, the evil lady from Big Cat Rescue down in Florida in Tiger King, and put him through a mincer and feed him to tigers. Well, the broth. So I don't know if you enjoy me eating this, guys. I should have probably done it on a camera, but for drippage and spillages and stuff like that, I thought, oh, that's clearing the sinuses as well. That is so spicy. Oh, he got sent home for 2 weeks as of today. Oh my God, Judy. Eat something, Grace. Eat something. Maybe when we finish the live show, go and check out some of my ramen recipe videos and make yourself a ramen recipe of your own. With the beef jerky, it does taste a little bit like takeout food from a bad takeout that doesn't use good meat. I think we're buffering. That's what me and my grandbaby ate also. Spicy noodles. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a ramen master, Grace. I've got quite a lot of no cooking ramen recipes on my channel. I've even made a lasagna out of ramen. Have to check that out. That I didn't cook, incidentally. Wow. So that's a really good portion. Certainly with the added jerky, it's quite filling actually, and certainly is breaking up the sinuses. And hopefully, if there is any viruses in there, that chili will be killing it. Natural remedies and such forth. So you can see at the bottom, pretty much that's all rice. And I'm trying to get the rest of the juice. Wow. Oh, sorry guys. The sniffing and the flavors. It's just a very enjoyable experience for me. I'm kind of glad I did this now. So I'm guessing maybe we're going to wrap this up at the 1 hour 30 mark. Keep it around a sort of uniformed time frame each and every night, although sometimes they run a little bit longer. But that's usually where we kind of aim for, around about an hour and a half for a live show. It's about a good amount of time to spend together, give us a time to hang out, some fun and games. Laurie, I got 245 packs of ramen into a 25-gallon meal bin. My hubby carried it to the basement. That is good. I actually did have some of my ramen packed in gallon bins. I think they're 10-gallon bins. There you go, Becky P. There was the first burp for you. Oh wow. It's nice when you do burps, it tastes nice. Ah, wow. Sorry, just that spiciness is beautiful. I think I've got about 250 packets of ramen. Hello there, Dazer. Welcome. I'm just finishing my supper. Some very spicy noodles from Korea that I tossed in some beef jerky with. So what's up with you? Where are you from? How did you find us? Welcome to the crew, or welcome to the live show, rather. We are all in this together, Nancy, and that's why we kind of welcome people who are looking for a distraction. May have found us in these times out of absolute boredom. And it was a pleasure meeting you too, Grace. Don't be a stranger. Come back. We do go live pretty much every day around 7 o'clock. Check the channel. They might not give you notifications. Enjoy your meal, and hopefully we will see you again. And take care. So one leaves and a new one arrives. So yeah, Dazza, where are you from? Let us know. And thank you for saying it's a great channel. Really appreciate that. That means a lot from strangers. And let's hope you aren't a stranger again. You're only a stranger the first time you show up. You're part of the family now. Whether you come back again is up to you. But we're glad you did pop in. I will and I will. Good to hear. And maybe one day we'll be giving you your wench when you've served enough time in the thrift store. It's kind of like, I'm pretty sure some of these people are going to need like treatment for post-traumatic stress disorder once this channel does come to an end or close. But until then, the revolving door. We always have the revolving door. One leaves, one arrives. Every time we say we're about to wrap up, at least 2 people show up. So we will be wrapping it up in around 15 minutes time, guys, once I finish my last few mouthfuls. That's going to be a slurper. Oh, yay, made them. See, someone always says, right, we may go on a little bit longer. Who knows? Um, wow. Just done with, it is Monday, yeah. Although it doesn't feel like it, I know what you mean. Days have sort of lost their meanings at the minute. And it's a little bit like being in incarceration, for real, for real. That was absolutely fantastic. It's one of the spicy ramens. I'm out of groceries. Stuff that I bought a couple of weeks ago. I finished that yesterday, the super stew, and the bread and sandwich stuff I just finished up a couple of days before that. So from here on out, maiden, I am really, really reliant on the only source of food that I have is my pantry. So I am practicing very much what I repeat. There's a little few pieces left in there. I might be able to scrape it out. No. So that was, wow, hang on. Oh, a little bit of noodle come back up in that final burp. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Yeah, I was going to say a bit of noodle come up the back of the throat in that burp and somehow got lodged in the back of my nose, and then that's what I just spat up. That bit of lung butter. Can you use PayPal to pay post office so we can send stuff? I don't know. I actually haven't asked, and the reason why I don't want to pay it's not the post office, it's like a little, it's called the Envoy that has where I rent my post box off, because I actually, it's for, like, I owe 3 months rent as it is, but as it's now April, I'm gonna have to pay for 6 months, which is $80, and I only have a couple of $100 on my PayPal that I want to try and save and use for more important things at the moment. I know you guys do want to send stuff to me, but it's not like I get mail each and every week that kind of almost warrants me having a post box. But Laurie, if you want to message me, I can give you, maybe I trust you enough not to show up on the doorstep. We may be able to work something out if you want to send me stuff. But that's the thing, if I spend money on the pay box, that's no money in my pocket, and as I said, it is kind of something that I don't really, it may be if I'm lucky, I may be getting a mail, one parcel a month rather, at the post office box, so we may have to rearrange or rethink that one. But as I said, I'm out of work at the minute, don't know when I'm going to back to work, don't even know when my next pay packet is coming from. So that's why I'm a little bit desperate to try and find a way of transferring that $200 that's in my PayPal into actual cash so I can go and top up on some more necessities over the coming days and weeks. I did look to see if I think you can actually use PayPal. I'm good. Did you record it, Baby P? That's one for B. For Baby P. God, what was I saying? I think Walmart, you can use PayPal to pay for online groceries. I think you can in the States. And I was actually thinking maybe I could do that at the Walmart here, make an online purchase and get some groceries delivered. But again, I do have an awful lot of food on hand in my pantry that I should eat. Rather, it really is kind of an emergency now. I've been out of work for, I don't know, is it 2 or 3 weeks? I think it was like 3 Mondays ago. I really, like I say, it's kind of hard to keep track. I managed to kind of get myself through those weeks without really delving too much into my pantry, although my kind of snack box went down a little bit, like my granola bars, Twinkies, crackers, stuff like that. Is it 3 weeks now, Laurie? Okay, so it's been 3 weeks now that I haven't been at work. So hell, I'm ready to lie again. Lie about what, Judy Bell? Lie to your husband or lie to us? Or what do you mean? I think this will be the third week I'm going into, right? I've been off for, I think, 2 weeks. This will be the third one now. I don't know. Live again, not lie. Okay, all right. I was wondering a little bit then, Judy Bell. I don't even know if I can figure it out on the calendar. As I said, I don't know. I've just lost complete. It does seem like forever. As I said, I've lost track of when it is, but I managed to. Yeah, it must be 3 weeks because it was the end of the first week that I was off that I went to the store to get those groceries. So right, it is 3 weeks. Dazza, TSP, how's quarantine? At the moment, making the most of it. I've been working hard up until I got sent home 3 weeks ago on 3 weeks today. So I haven't been earning anything or gaining a wage for 3 weeks. But on the plus side, it is kind of nice to have some time off work, relax a little bit. I've been out, done a few walkabouts, but at the same time, it's still not exactly a relaxing time because of the uncertainty and the fear of what could possibly be going on hidden behind the smokescreen of the virus. Did anyone watch Trump today? I did and wondered if he said anything new. No, I haven't. I'm trying to stay away from it. And even today, getting out and having a walk around downtown, check out my walkabout videos. Dazza, if you want to see what sort of quarantine in Toronto is looking like at the minute, there's quite a visible lack of people on the streets, but there are people still out and about. Businesses are all pretty much closed down. I was out and about in downtown this afternoon, went and walked around the local general hospital. Looked at Mount Sinai Hospital, looked at the Sick Kids Hospital. We didn't really go in and start poking around or interrupting people that were possibly on their work routine. The other week when I did the one past the St. Joe's Hospital, we did speak to a little girl who was happy to chat. Maybe she was a doctor that worked. She was an employee of the St. Joe's Health Centre, but she was willing to stop and chat for a couple of minutes and tell us a couple of things that was going on, which was very, very nice of her. But you don't really want to go and sort of intrude into people's daily routines. And needlessly, these are people that are for most part just doing their job. They're not the ones that are necessarily saying that they're overwhelmed and being loading bodies up into refrigerated shipping containers because there's no room in the hospital morgue for the people that died. And this is misleading information in sort of maybe fear mongering people with propaganda more than reporting accurate news. So what are we at? 1 hour and 24 minutes. Judy doesn't work, so she's kind of at home. It's not really, your routine hasn't changed much dramatically as a result of the COVID, but as I said, for me it has changed quite a lot. I haven't been at work. The other thing, I'm a chef. I don't get to I do get to eat normally at work. So at the moment, I don't get to eat restaurant food each and every day. That is a perk of my employment. So I really have been kind of trying to keep myself fed and watered with spending the minimum amount of money. I made $40 last 2 weeks. Got me meals for 2 weeks. That wasn't bad. Certainly here in Toronto where things are very, very expensive. But as of now, as I've told you guys, it really is. And I think it was made in Montana. Thank goodness for the thrift store pantry. And exactly, I started building this pantry over a year ago. It's pretty stocked up, although it has been a little bit delinquished in the last couple of weeks because I have been picking at it, but I don't want to kind of start diving in and eating willy-nilly and making myself feast and stuff, because I don't know how long it's going to have to last for, right? And that is what is the kind of scariest part of this. We don't know how long it's going to be, and I've got to, I'm at the point now where shit, I've got to try and figure out how I can find somebody who's willing to help me out with my PayPal. And the obvious choice isn't an option. I've already tried that route to all sorts of problem. Some of you may know what I'm talking about, or who I'm talking about. But yeah, I've got to find and figure that out a way to do that, because I've got enough money for one pack of smokes. I've got a pack, just under a pack left now on me in hand. But sooner or later, it is going to get to a point of time when I've got no money. Things are going to run out, and that is when quarantine won't be as fun as it is now, if it gets that far. So my goodness, if it could get up and running in a week or two, that would be nice. I don't really see it happening anytime soon. I can only see it getting worse before it gets better. Well, they're going to say it's getting worse before it gets better. Judy's got plenty of food. Nancy's got pretty good, but I have a lot of mouth to feed. I understand that. I mean, I am fortunate in the sense, and part of by purpose. I live alone. For stuff kind of like this, I've only got to worry about it. What happened to Becky not getting together for dinner? When did I miss a comment? I'm desperate for the virus to go away, says Judy Bell. I'm just desperate for the lies to stop. And as I say, I can't really say, do we really want to go back to the normality of before? But it certainly would be nicer to be in a situation where there isn't a shroud of uncertainty, in the sense of being bullshitted to by the people who are supposed to be protecting us. Do you know what I'm saying? So where are we at now? 27 minutes. Taxi has 4 bags of food, and I have enough for about 6 to 8 months. Yeah, same as, I think, maybe that's why I don't want to start diving into it. I think I can make mine last 6, maybe 7 months, but I think possibly tomorrow I will be ripping open a box of MREs, although I'm pretty sure tomorrow when I get up I will go through the same exact fucking battle in my mind. Should I open them? Shouldn't I open them? Should I just go hungry for a few days? Should I just, I don't know, try to eat ramens or something? But we do got to eat, so possibly that is what I'm going to do, rather than waste the out-of-date MREs because they are out of date. Some of the stuff in the pantry is still kind of within its expiry. Making lentils and ramen today. Any special secret ingredients going into that double M to make it your own? So Laurie can make bread for $8. She bought a machine for $8. That's good. Martha's going to be back in a few. Well, we might be here in a few, Martha. We are going to wrap this up, I think, in the next minute, because it is getting to the hour 30 mark. I think that's a pretty decent live show for tonight. There is a chance we might roll over into an hour 45. No, not yet. I haven't done the Portuguese. I'm possibly going to do the Russian one because that got more votes than you were the only one that voted for the Portuguese. Becky Pamplin. Something I'm a little bit concerned about with Portuguese rations. They do put a lot of fish in there, so I think there's going to be sardines and fucking salmon and stuff. I'm not sure. I'm going to try and find out if I can find out what's in it now. Some Johnny seasoning and probably onion. I'm not sure. Hey, it's all good. Yes, Portuguese. You voted for Russian, Nancy, already. I can get the comment up if you want. No, I don't think it was you. It was somebody else, maybe. Oh, forgive me. So yeah, I got the reason I was going to go for the MRE cases because they did expire in October last year and they are already 5 years old. So let's eat those first, and then the other stuff that I have in my pantry still has a shelf life. Is the purpose behind that? Where you will see both, Nancy, at some point in time. They are there for review purposes, but I do think that the um, Portuguese one will contain some fish, if not all fish. The Russian ones, I'm pretty sure, are going to contain some pate. Whether or not I will be brave enough to, I mean, I haven't tried it for fucking years and years, and the last time it really did almost make me wretch. But I think I was a teenager at the time. Um, Who made bread? Somebody made bread. Yes, I like to see both. That bread looked good. Vibrational cooking now. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. It's how I cook. Made in Montana. I've never actually read a cookbook, and I'm a chef. How's life in Canada? It depends what time of year you ask, Jeremiah. If you ask in the midst of the darkest winter when it's minus 35 outside and minus 50 with a wind chill, 6 feet of snow and ice on the ground, it makes you want to cut your wrists and drink bleach. But sometimes, there you go. Always sings a lot. She's part of the Gusset crew. She turned up. We told you we were leaving at 9. Look, she made a minute past exit. Never fails. One of the Gusset girls always comes in late. But sometimes during the summer months when it's nice and warm, we've got a beach here, we've got an island here. This is in Toronto. We got legal weed. That's one good thing. Yeah, there are worse places you could be. Sings. So here we are. I've got to wait another 5 minutes for everyone to say hello to Sings. Then we're going to have to say another 5 minutes. Bye. Sorry, didn't get notified. We posted it around everywhere. Sings to try and hope that we could inform people. Yeah, you do. Canada's got, not all states have it, right? But some do. So shame on you, Sings a lot. Shame's on you. Discord, Funhouse, not the Funhouse, the Clubhouse. Only got notification. That's the excuse they all use when the Gusset girls. When you turn up late, just say you didn't get a notification. That's what I do. I'm not in the Facebook at this time. Okay, well, I'm not sure. I'm just teasing you, Sings a lot, but you know, you do have a habit of showing up 1 minute before we finish the show. So, as we've gone to an hour 32, we will be here for like 1 hour 45, I guess, just to give Sings a little dose of TSP, because her little undercarriage does need some attention. Lord, I can't type. I know that feeling. Sometimes I find that. Sometimes I actually think the Google fucking keyboard has a mind of its own. I got a notification, so you don't have to miss me. Have to miss me? What do you mean we don't have to miss you? I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, we miss you, Sings. But I was doing Downward Dog. Is that some kind of crystal meth out in Montana? Yeah, got the pokey out, twisted the pokey, and some Downward Dog. 2 to 10, 2 to 10. Somebody's woo-hooing. Oh, you're wooing about the Downward Dog, Ribbit. I popped in so you didn't miss me. Ah, I got you. You popped in till you didn't miss me. So what's Elmal up to tonight? When's she gonna make her a print? If Elmal soon shows up in the next 10 minutes, we've got to. I know it's a yoga move made in Montana. I was being humorous. But yeah, if Elmal shows up, then we know that the little Gusset Girl crew got together and coordinated their attack on the thrift store. Because they haven't done it for a little while. In fact, Sings a Lot was here at the start yesterday, I think. 5 minutes. You think it's going to be 5 minutes until Elmal shows up? Probably not. No, I finished my supper. I feel like I really do need to smoke. You know, when you eat something, you need to smoke. I also need maybe some some dessert. What should I have for my dessert? Actually, I know what I could have for my dessert. It's actually not really dessert. It's one of the little cereal bars from the only edible thing in the Chinese ration I reviewed on Saturday. I think it was that horrible little the fucking rancid meat stick, the stinky pickled mustard in the diarrhea drink. I love the new dark shits. It makes me think of chocolate. Weird. So this will be my little and these expand in your stomach. They're like emergency food bars, very very high in calories, and when you have them with liquid, it expands in your stomach. So that's my no, they didn't get a bath. The furry turds are still furry. They're actually fuzzy. Look, he's even got some kind of, I don't know if that's cracker dust, possibly. So there is the little Chinese military emergency food bar. And that's what they look like inside. So that's going to be my dessert. Tastes like a very, 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 very bland shortbread. I'm not sure if this is fucking laced with caffeine or crystal meth, because after I ate this, I did have a little bit of that kind of racing heart that you get with amphetamines. So that is my dessert. That's how I'm going to fill in the rest of the time, because sings a lot, couldn't get here on time. Yeah, I guess that one could look like a Hershey Kiss a little bit. And believe it or not, the poop emoji was originally the ice cream emoji. They just took the cone off and painted it brown. These are actually really good. I'd like a box of these. That was a bad. I was yelling you not to eat that stuff. Yeah, and they were like double wrapped. That was the other thing. Yeah, I wanted to try and eat it, and I was like, I should try to eat it, but I just put a piece of the pickled mustard on my tongue, and it kind of, no, the relish wasn't relish. That was ketchup from McDonald's. I tried to disguise the sausage, and it was like a piece. It looked like a testicle more than a sausage. Worst ration I've ever seen. But yeah, these aren't bad. Not bad at all, actually. As I say, they taste like a very kind of bland, not sweet enough cookie. Okay, have a good night. Got to take the pup out. Okay, Shawnee. Enjoy safe walking. There probably was some testicular meat in there, perhaps. Who knows where they gather the meat for their sausages. It wasn't like it was a good sausage either. So hopefully this is good. This expands in the stomach, fills you up. I don't know. It could have been a sheep testicle, could have been a badger testicle, wombat, kangaroo. I've actually eaten kangaroo. Not like a whole one, just a piece of one. It's very good. And ostrich. But the cookies are really, really good. And all it's missing is a glass of milk. If you could dip that in milk, that would be fucking amazing. Expanding in the stomach isn't good. You have to understand, Ribbit, this is emergency food, that this would be all you would have. Right? And that is why they expand in the stomach, to make you feel full, so you don't get hungry when you're out. This is army food. This isn't like a snack from the Circle K. And this is genuine Chinese army food designed to fill you up in a lightweight, carrying around source of nutrition. Yeah, and I've eaten wild boar, snake, dolphin. So that is a purpose. And again, the only thing I've eaten today was that ramen and a bag of jerky. The only thing I ate yesterday was a serving of stew. So yeah, you don't really want things expanding in your stomach, but the purpose of these, that is their purpose, to try and fill you up when you're out in the field. Don't eat bat soup. I actually really like bats. Alligator. I've eaten alligator. Baby pea. How many is that now? Buffalo. I think I've tried buffalo as well. But yeah, there's a little cookie. Very good. The story of dolphin was. Did I tell you the story? Maiden's got 6 in Beck. Maiden, where are you getting 6? Becky Pamplin is the official burp adjudicator. Did I tell the story of the dolphin? I'm pretty sure I did once. I was out in Thailand. It wasn't a very cool story. I was in Koh Samui. Out in Okay, you were guessing. All right. I was gonna say you can't. She's the official adjudicator. She's like the lady that picks the lottery balls to make sure they haven't been tampered with. When it comes to burp count. But I was in Koh Samui, which is an island in Thailand, a very beautiful island, and almost everybody there fishes. They go out on their boats, they fish, and some of what they bring back at the end of the day is what people who visit there get to eat in the evening. Wasn't really I mean, it kind of was a restaurant, but it wasn't like a restaurant in the sense it had walls. It was just like a kind of shack thing set up on the front of the beach and a few makeshift tables and chairs, and none of it matched. And didn't even have matching plates or cutleries. But as a place, you go and get something to eat for just a couple of bucks, get a nice feast. But they come back with a baby dolphin in the net. Didn't go out with the intention to catch it, just got in the net, so waste not, want not. I've also eaten shark as well, Laurie. So that's the last bite of cookie. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do do. There was a baby shark party at my work not long ago. And somebody dressed up as baby shark. And all the that had posters and baby shark balloons, napkins and stuff. Baby shark, everything was baby shark. Like when you say you've eaten a lot of weird crap, you mean like weird crap food, not like you've eaten crap that looks weird, like a furry turd. Alrighty, 2 minutes, minute and 30 seconds. There you go, sings a lot. You got your extra 15 minutes. Actually, it wasn't. It's about 12 minutes just for you. I still like Sebastian's song. I don't know who Sebastian's song sings a lot. Furry turd. The furry turd. The furry turd. Maiden Matana likes the furry turd. Throw it at the wall and it goes squish. The furry turd's funny and Maiden Matana likes it. Don't go camping with an alligator. Why would you? Do they even have tents? I mean, what are they going to bring to the campsite, really and truly, that's going to contribute to camping? Nothing. They're not going to carry the backpack. Not going to be able to hammer the pegs in for the pole. Probably not even going to be able to collect water. I don't think they'd even consider going camping with an alligator. They don't like they'd be a good camping mate at all. Sings a lot. So anyway, thank you. Look at Judy Bell. She steps in to tell everyone to fuck off nicely and politely. Okay, everyone, fuck off. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Judy Bell. I've spoken. I'm just loving you and teasing you there, Judy Bell. But yeah, what Judy Bell says, okay guys, it's time to fuck off all. It is time to wrap this up. So you did get an extra, are you still having difficulty typing? Judy Bell, have you been on the medical, is it because your husband's home, you've been on the medication cabinet? Baby P, thank you for tossing the tip jar around. You got a couple of bucks. Always happens, you are late. I'm just wrapping it up, Double M. Did the Gusset girls get to you? I'm guessing they did. Yeah, we are just wrapping it up. You're as late as you can be, Maryland. Sings a lot creeped in at the last minute. Okay. Why does it always happen? Why does it all? Can we explain? Should we do a show trying to figure out the probabilities of why someone always turns up when we're about to end? I know, joke. I've been here a while. I know, Maryland. Have you? Didn't say anything. But anyway, we are wrapping up. So sings a lot. Baby P, Nancy, Maryland, Judy Bell, Laurie, Ribbit, Maiden, Heidi, Shawnee. What's that dude's name? The California dude, not California Ninja. The other one. Jeremiah, I had to find you. Thanks for joining us tonight, Jeremiah. Faith and Grace, although she's already gone, she was. Thanks for joining us tonight. She's a good guest. So Discord will be open, guys, if you want to go and hang out there. I'll tell you what we can do. We'll roll. I'm going to roll a spliff as we're saying our goodbyes. And then go out. So Nancy loves you all. Judy Bell is giving an emoji. Tell them to fuck off again, Judy. Don't, because Karma wants you to be in YouTube all night. And that's not really how Karma works at all, sings along. Very misunderstood concept, Karma, certainly by the Western people. I can assure you that Karma isn't like a vigilante bitch that goes around righting wrongs. But I don't know, maybe something. No, a spliff is tobacco and marijuana, and I like my tobacco and I don't really like smoking cigarettes on their own. I mean, I do from time to time, not very often, but I don't like smoking weed without tobacco, and I don't really like smoking tobacco without weed. If you make it, I needed to. Anika's back. Everyone's back now. We're wrapping up. This does look like a coordinated terrorist attack from the Gusset girls. Do you know what would be really, really funny if, like, one of them, they put a sheet or something around their head and did like a jihad, not a real jihad video, but you know, like when they used to make them beheading, that kind of stuff. But like they did that. But hey, I am the Gusset girls, and we have demands. Unless you go on for 3 hours every night, we will constantly bombard you with lateness. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. But that would be funny if Anika or Al Mal, like Al Mal doesn't bother showing up unless it's like late at all, and then, you know, like, hey everyone, it's me, Al Mal, late to the proceedings again. Look at me, Al Mal, late to the day. But anyway, we're just teasing. An aloe snack bar. So that's how I roll my zigzags, UK style. I'm gonna do a little trick for you. It might work, it might not. Let's put the furry turds watching for the amazement. Okay, there. Oh, fuck it. Alrighty. As you can see, look, I got a little bit of extra paper that I don't need. And it's gone. There you go. That was a little thing that you learned. Mean like the picture in Discord. What picture in Discord? Yeah, so guys, we are wrapping it up. I just wanted to show you that as I'm roll. Oh my god, I got to go and open more weed. Oh wait, I got some dust there. That goes good. So that's a spliff is tobacco and marijuana. Whoever asked. I can feel that cookie filling up in my belly as I speak, making me feel as though I've had a much larger meal than I thought. So that was good. So after this, I'm going to probably get off and watch some maybe some YouTube while I wait for Better Call Saul to download onto or be uploaded onto Cyberflix. I can watch that a little bit. My goodness, it's only 10 to 9. I do kind of like the earlier night going on a little bit earlier in the evening, because it kind of gives me sort of part of the night free. Sometimes we go on late, 9, 10 o'clock at times. By the time we finish up, it's like early hours of the morning. So it does give me a little bit of the evening free to kind of chillax a little bit, watch some TV shows or something. I've actually been watching Star Wars, the animated Clone Wars, the last couple of days. Just very interesting. Like to escape to a galaxy far, far away. And as I said, don't like really being surrounded by all the doom and gloom on mainstream and social media about the virus, and why we come together and try and have a little bit of a distraction from it each and every night. So, guys, God bless you all for coming. Take care. Stay safe. Don't do anything I would. And hopefully we will catch you tomorrow. Take care, guys. Thanks for joining me this evening. It is, as always, a shit video production for TSP TV. Catch you in the next one. Until then, keep it thrifty. Take care, guys. Good night. God bless. May the thrift be with you.